Mike Johnson from blackhatsoftware.net, and today I'm reviewing a program called Web Traffic Genius, and it's not so much a program as it is a WordPress plugin. But don't worry, for those of you that aren't into WordPress, Web Traffic Genius also has an HTML version that you can use for whatever website you choose. Today though, I'm going to be focusing on the WordPress version, just to give you an idea, and for those of you that are just using it for a regular HTML website, don't despair. The same functionality applies, just the implementation is going to be a little bit different. And I'm standing here on a blank screen of a WordPress installation to give you an idea of what Web Traffic Genius does. Now, this plugin used to be called RSS Power, and they changed it. Now, the website itself, I'm not too fond of the graphics or the flamboyance, but the plain fact of the matter is this product just works. And why I say it works. Now, let's talk about for a second what Web Traffic Genius Pro does. It is an RSS tool for your website. All right, what it does is, you see here, there's a long list of RSS sites, and most of these are PR5 or above RSS sites that carry a lot of weight. Now, while what this plugin is going to do is it's going to create an individual RSS feed for each and every post you create, and it's not going to mess with your regular RSS feed. It's going to create all new feeds, and you're going to create a folder in the root of your domain, and all the feeds are going to go there, and they're going to be populated out to every one of these feed aggregator sites. Now, what does a feed aggregator do? It populates your content and takes updates. Well, if it's getting a new listing every time you submit, what's going to happen is you are going to get tons of backlinks to your site, and that's the premise behind the product. Is it's a backlink builder for your site, and if you hit it from multiple avenues, you're going to have multiple backlinks there. Now, how long this will work, or how long that methodology will work for a single website, is really based on you and your ingenuity in using this plugin. First off, I put this, and you see here the website I have here is called Hog Wild Auctions. Hog Wild Auctions was a site that an autoblog site that I have that I've really been abusing. I used it for some demonstrations in my autoblogblueprint.com website, and it really, has been one I kicked to the curb, and use it for a lot of testing purposes, really. I threw this plugin on here and tested it out. The main thing I've seen, I've only had it on here for approximately 5 days right now, and have I seen a spike in traffic? No. But what I have seen a spike in is the other program that comes with this as a kind of a bonus is rank checker software. I can't remember the exact name of it, but what it does is it checks the ranks of the keywords that you're submitting with these feeds. Well, I went to Google, and I'll show you here real quick, and here we are at Google, and originally my autoblog was knocked off this page altogether, and this is for the search term Harley Davidson auctions, a fairly good search term. I mean, it's results 1 through 10 of about 4,510,000 for Harley Davidson auctions. All right, I wasn't on the front page. I put this plugin on, and here in 5 days now, you see the highlighted text here. Not 1, not 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but 7th position. 7th position for that. So not being on the page at all, moving up to 7th in 5 days is pretty good. Now, I also checked just Harley auctions, another keyword that I promote with it, and you can see here I wasn't on the page at all, and now I am 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in 6th position on this page. Now, it remains to be seen how much farther I'll move up just because of this one plugin. Have I seen an increase in traffic? Like I said, not really yet, but it's only been a couple days. I would suspect that using a plugin like this, it's going to take several weeks to really see results from the backlink building it does for it. But and to show you some internal functionality, you can see here it shows you the status of each one of these feeds. Now the one thing I did have a problem with was RSS feeds.info, which they tell you in this program is supposed to be a really strong site. Lately, for whatever reason, and it might, by the time you see this video, this might not apply, but I haven't really been able to get into it too much. I actually outsourced and I created multiple accounts. If you go in here, you'll see several of these sites have a asterisk, which means you need to have an account with them and you've got to edit the details. Well, really advanced stuff here. So if you're a basic user, you look at it, it could be very intimidating to see this. But in the videos they show you that all you have to do is here in this very first build parameters link is you click on that and you're going to see that I have just a ton of accounts that I created, and I outsourced it and I had 10 accounts created for each one of these sites, and now I have multiple places that my accounts that my feeds are getting submitted to. Okay, let's go into the options here real quick. In the options, it has where you can have the log files of everything sent to you. Not really something I want sent to me. You can see here I have the folder. You can have the folder if you want. It's not going to hurt me. The folder is where all of my feeds are being populated to for this site. All right, and then you see this little thing here called Enable Extra Feeds. And what this is I can create links that don't exist for feeds, create other backlinks, and create more backlinks for the site. And by that, I can go into my Manage Extra Feed section here, and you see here I threw up stuff here that are keywords for this site and to sites that I own but do not actually have any of these links on them. But what it is creating a redirect for me to build more backlinks. And it's going to create backlinks for those sites as well. All right. Big thing is you can schedule if you have a lot of backdated posts. Say you have are using WP Mage, for instance, and the great thing is every time you create a feed for this, if you are using WP Mage or another Autoblog plugin that has template tags, this will populate those template tags for you. And so you don't have to use a product like Xenu or something like that. But as you create one of these, you can export the contents and then push those contents that you've set up in one site here. You can export it and take that file and add it to every installation. I can download my file here of all my accounts here and import that into any site I want to that I add the Web Traffic Genius Pro to, so I don't have to re-input all these settings and everything else. All right, and with the cron jobs here, I can set up, all my backdated posts for anybody that's using WP Robot or WP Mage for backdated posts. So really good piece of software, good investment. Takes a little work to get it set up, but once you do, I think you're going to see a lot of benefits from it. Once again, this is Mike Johnson from blackhatsoftware.net, and I highly recommend Web Traffic Genius Pro.